Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. I think just about more than a week ago, we had an episode talking about Bill C-3. Yan po yung ilang pagbabago tungkol sa kung sino ang maaaring makakuha ng Canadian citizenship kung ang kanilang magulang ay Canadian citizen. Okay? Sakto. Okay, if a few days later after that episode was published, naging in effect na talaga yung batas na yan. It took effect officially December 15, 2025. I understand in my episode, meron pong ilang mga katanungan kung paano tamang i-apply itong Bill C-3 sa kanilang mga sitwasyon. Yan ang ating sasagutin with Attorney Lou Dangzalan. Thank you so much. Okay, Bill C-3 tayo, no? Later on, guys, screen grab ko. Itatanong natin kay Lou yung mga tanong ninyo sa mga kung sino mga apo daw nila, etc. etc. Okay, Bill C-3, Lou, can you explain to us simply ano ba ibig sabihin nito? Dahil, okay, marami tayong mga kababayan, hindi nila rin bit-bit yung mga anak nila dito. Meron din yung iba, may mga apo sa Pilipinas, mga citizens na. Now they are curious, how does this
Yeah.
affect me? Okay.
Siguro, maganda siguro para i-explain to, magbigay tayo ng example. Kasi nagkaroon ako ng client na actually magbe-benefit dapat sa Bill C-3, pero inunahan na namin. Kasi,
Okay.
nung unang panahon, wala naman kasing pa Bill C-3, C3, and first generation rule si Canada. Nung unang panahon, kung Canadian ka, o isa sa mga parents mo Canadian, siguro unang panahon, hindi naman unang panahon, mga like 20 years ago, ganun.
All right.
With the most recent citizenship rules, basically, kung yung parent mo Canadian ka rin kahit saan ka pa man panganak.
Kahit
Kung
isang
pinanganak ka
parent
sa
lang.
kahit isang parent lang,
Correct.
correct. So, kahit isa lang ang parent mo Canadian, tapos pinanganak ka sa labas ng Canada, halimbawa sa US, Canadian ka. And sidebar, US citizen ka rin kasi si US, principle of where you're born, right?
All
Jus
right.
soli. So, dun nga. Canada kasi jus soli din. So, ganon. So, ginawa ng conservatives, in or around 2009, 2010, ni-restrict nila yung citizenship in Canada to first generation lang. So, okay, walang binago sa jus soli principle. So, yung mga pinanganak sa Canada, kesyo anak ka pa ng tourist, for example, Canadian yung baby, di ba? So, ang ginawa ng conservatives, etong Canadian na kapag nanganak sa labas ng Canada, kailangan Canadian din siya by birth inside Canada. Yan yung first generation, 'di ba? So, kung halimbawa ikaw, Ina,
Mm.
ikaw hindi ka pinanganak sa Canada, pero na-naturalize ka as Canadian citizen, pag nanganak ka outside Canada, your child is Canadian.
All
Ang
right.
question dun sa conservative 2009 rule is yung bata ba na pinanganak, yung anak mo na pinanganak sa labas ng Canada, kapag nanganak siya sa loob ng Canada, so in other words, yung apo mo na, Canadian din ba? The answer is yes, because on soil,
Yeah.
pinanganak siya sa Canada. Pero kung yung anak mo nanganak sa Pilipinas, in other words, yung apo mo na ipinanganak sa Pilipinas, hindi siya makakapag-transfer ng Canadian citizenship niya.
Okay. Okay.
Oo. Kasi nga, first generation lang yung captured ng born abroad. Pero,
Oh.
guluhin natin ng konti lang. In that
Oh.
situation kasi, kung yung anak mo ay dual citizen ng Canada and the Philippines, so halimbawa, naturalized ka, 'di ba? Tapos yung anak mo pinanganak sa loob ng Canada, pinanganak nga sa labas ng Canada. Um, so covered siya ng first generation rule. Pero at the same time, Filipino citizen din siya dahil nung
Mm.
pinanganak siya,
Good.
Philippine citizen ka rin, dual ka, 'di ba?
Mm.
So in that scenario, na-transfer mo rin not just your Canadian citizenship but also your Filipino citizenship. So in other words, yung apo mo, kahit na hindi Canadian, Filipino pa rin.
Okay.
So, yun yung first generation rule. So what Bill C-3 does is erase mo lahat yan. Mas simple siya. In other words, yung anak mo, kesa sa Svalbard, Norway pa siya pinanganak, kesa sa Mauritius pa siya pinanganak, your child is Canadian dahil Canadian ka. At ang anak niya, kahit saan pa ipanganak, Canadian pa rin.
Wow.
Ganun lang
Even if
kasimple
they
si C3.
never lived in Canada.
Yes. Maraming mga mga Canadian citizens na 3 generations, 4 generations na wala na nasa US, never lived a
Okay.
day in Canada. Iba nga sa kanila, hindi na sila nag-atubili para kunin pa yung Canadian citizenship nila. Because there was a
All
time na super best buddies ang Canada tsaka US, di ba?
Okay. But I think there is an important thing to note na may difference. This applies to those who, yung December 15 na date, Lou.
Mm.
Kumbaga, may ganyung hold on let me put it up pala, sorry.
Sige.
The copy of Bill C3 is available online, guys, ha? Official Canada website kayo magpunta. O ito, sinummarize ng canada.ca. Ito po yan, if you wanna take a look at it. Okay, so it took effect officially December 15, okay? Came into effect December
Ito nga.
15. Okay. With coming into effect of this bill, I want to point to this part, yung third bullet.
Substantial connection, di ba? Yan
Yeah.
nga. So, inuance
People
natin lalo.
born, what if existing na yung anak nila, Lou? Okay, kasi ito kasulat dito, people born or adopted abroad on or after December 15 to a Canadian parent, also born or adopted abroad, must demonstrate that their Canadian parent has spent 3 years in Canada kapag sila ay kukuha ng Canadian
Correct.
citizenship para sa kanilang mga descendants.
So,
Okay. Maraming nagtatanong kasi, Lou. Sorry, I'm butting you.
Go ahead.
Ang dami kasi nagtatanong, nung mga citizen na dito, hindi nila kasama yung mga anak nila dito, matatanda na yung ilan, no? Napanganak na obviously, nasa Pilipinas. Magiging citizen din daw ba yun?
Not necessarily. So, yung anak nila, okay, naging citizen sila sa Canada, tama ba? Yun yung pagkaintindi ko sa past scenario mo, nag-naturalize sila. Yung mga anak nila, pinanganak na, di ba? Yung citizenship by birth, it only transfers kapag pinanganak yung anak mo, Canadian ka na. So, kung meron kang malaking anak na, tapos nagpunta ka ng Canada, naging PR ka, nag-apply ka ng citizenship, hindi automatic na yung anak mo, Canadian din. No.
Yeah, that's clear. Okay, all right. So, ito yung guys, so yung points ha. With the coming into effect of this bill, basahin niyo po itong apat ito. People who automatically became Canadian citizens under this new law, pwede na daw mag-apply to get a proof of Canadian citizenship. People adopted abroad before December 15, okay, can apply na rin. So the rules are here. Okay, now can we go? Go ahead.
Bang ilatag lang natin para mas klaro. Continuation lang ng sinasabi ko kanina. Para, I know na napaka-nuanced kasi na itong subject na to. So, medyo mahirap siyang explain. So, yung rule na ito, ang ginagawa niya is retroactively, may mga Canadians na hindi Canadian at the time nung wala pa tong law na to, retroactively, they can apply for citizenship proof na kasi citizens kagad sila. Kailangan lang nila mag-apply ng citizenship proof. Pero moving forward, people who are born beyond or after December 15, 2025, when the bill came into effect, ang ibig sabihin para sa kanila, yung parents nila, may generational test pa rin. They have to show substantive connections to Canada. If they cannot, then they cannot basically benefit from this. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to find a middle ground na yun nga, parang tuloy-tuloy na lang ba nagta-transfer yung citizenship? Yes and no. Posible. Basta may substantive connection yung isang Canadian parent to Canada.
Okay. I have a question. O kunyari ngayon, citizen kunyari na ako. I gave birth in the Philippines or I will give birth in the Philippines next year. Okay? But for some reason, the child will stay there. Siyempre, hindi ko gagawin yun. But for some reason, the child will stay there. Will my child maintain Canadian citizenship even if hindi siya tumira dito?
So, depends. Yun nga, in that situation, first generation mo siya, kuha niya yung citizenship. Diba? So, ang sabi kasi dito, for children born or adopted on or after 15 of December, citizenship by descent beyond the first generation still follows. So, yung anak mo na pinanganak sa Philippines because you're Canadian, naturalized, first generation siya, she's Canadian. But then, yung anak ng anak mo, can they still pass citizenship because they're Canadian who are born from outside Canada? The answer is, it depends. Do they have substantial connection to Canada? If the answer is yes, yun, makakapag-transmit yung anak mo ng citizenship. In other words, yung apo mo, Canadian.
What is
But if
substantial ties to Canada?
substantial ties, yun nga yung 3-year residence in Canada na sinabi mo
Yeah.
kanina. So yung
Okay.
physical presence.
Oh, ayun. So it's not that easy, no? Kasi parang may confusion about ganun, di kahit sino na, wala nang rules, walang requirement, basta anak mo at
Ano,
apo mo makukuha na yung
hindi
Canadian
naman
citizen.
hindi naman
Oo.
papayag yung government na gano'n. Eh, una sa lahat, natalo yung government sa court, 'di ba?
Mm,
Na may case kasi na final sa Superior Court sa Ontario, charter challenge against the rule nga na naglilimit ng first generation
mhm.
citizenship basically. So natalo sila, and ang sabi ng court, okay, we're gonna overturn this law dahil unconstitutional, but we're going to suspend yung sentence na pag-overturn to give the federal government a chance to create a new law to, frame this. Siyempre kasi, according to the court, ayaw din naman nila ng anarchy. The law hates
Mhm.
avoid and anarchy. So, gumawa siya ng paraan para nga magkaroon ng transition. So, meron tayong transition.
Sige. Guys tatanong ko kay Attorney Lee yung ilang mga tanong ninyo. By the way, just to be transparent about it, I discussed this topic first with Attorney Jake Aguilar, who, by the way, was actually more than happy to have another episode to answer the questions in the comment section. Pero nag-taping kami kahapon and it was not the topic we discussed. So I'm sure, okay naman kay Attorney Jake. Happy siya to explain further if you have more questions after this episode. Okay? Pero for now, sige, itatanong ka na kay Lou muna. Itong mga ito. Sabi ni Corvo, Attorney Lou, paano yung may anak ka na sa Pinas bago ka maging Canadian citizen? Magiging citizen na rin ba yung mga naiwan mo na anak sa Pinas?
The
Short
answer is
answer
no.
is no.
No.
No, okay. Pwedeng yes or no na lang to talaga naman. Okay. Tanong ko lang regarding Bill C3, kung ang isang PR naging Canadian citizen na, does Bill C3 applies din sa mga PR na naging Canadian citizen? Yes. Pero yung anak mo,
Yeah.
kailan? Yung tanong mo, na kailan pinanganak yung anak mo, no?
Yun nga eh. Hindi, tsaka, I mean, yung mga Canadian, sorry. So, PR siya in Canada, yung mga anak niya, PR din. So, nag-naturalize kayo at the same time. Yung first generation rule will only count doon sa mga apo na ninyo, pati yung apo ng mga anak nyo. Kasi yung mga anak nyo, naturalized Canadian citizens din.
Oo, tama. Okay, got it. Thank you. Hope Jeremiah, what if illegitimate child ka? Gamit mo surname ng mom mo. Citizen po ang biological father na nasa
Oh,
Canada.
that's so fun.
No? No, right?
Yeah. Alam mo, ano yun eh, baon natin yan from the Philippines, yung konsepto ng legitimate tsaka illegitimate child. Gamitin ko tong platform mo to explain something. In Canada, there is no distinction between legitimate and illegitimate child. A child
Okay.
is a child is a child. That law from the Philippines, gagamitin ko na yung value judgment ko, it is very medieval.
Okay.
Ginagawa naman ng distinction yung mga bata. It's not right.
Oo, okay. So anyway, tama. No, I get your point, no, and I agree. Lalo na sa mga panahon ngayon, ano ba naman? Diyos ko. Okay,
It
so
doesn't
what's the
matter
answer
kung
to
ano
this
yung
one?
It doesn't matter kung ano yung surname, basta may prove na may filiation, then that's it.
Okay, Hope Jeremiah. 4GL. I have children born in Canada and then moved to the US. Got married and have children born, yung mga apo niya, pinanganak sa US. Are their children
Uh,
considered Canadians?
Pakibalik nga ulit, sorry.
Mm.
I have children born in Canada, tapos nag-move yung mga bata to the US. They got married there and have children born in the US. Yung mga apo niya, are those children considered Canadians? Well, yung mga anak niya pinanganak sa Canada. So ibig sabihin, their first generation is not triggered unless yung mga anak apo niya, yun yung mga anak abroad. So in
Oo.
other words, the grandchildren are Canadians.
Oo, kasi yung mismong anak mo din Canadian naman So sila yung
Correct.
parents.
They were
Oh,
born in Canada, so it's fine.
yeah. Okay, Jairus, ang tanong ko po, ang friend mo ba talaga o ikaw? Ang friend ko may anak na iniwan sa Pinas dahil overage na. Pwedeng makuha ng friend ko as citizen dito?
No, citizenship does not transfer kapag nag-naturalize. You can only transfer citizenship when you are, kapag nanganak. So in other words, kung naiwan niya yung anak niya, hindi pa siya citizen ng Canada kasi I presume nag-move siya as temporary worker or as permanent resident and then eventually naturalized as Canadian, which means na meron na siyang anak sa Pilipinas. So ibig sabihin, hindi siya Canadian, yung anak. So
Oo,
pwede ba ma-transfer
kailangan.
because of the law? The answer is no.
Alright. Okay, got it. Paul, if my grandparents became naturalized citizens, 1991 daw, does this apply to my parents and their children?
My grandparents became naturalized in 91. This is a plan. Yes, in a way kasi kung citizen sila ng Canada, yung anak nila Canadian. According to the 2009 rule, the first generation rule, ibig sabihin the grandchildren will no longer be Canadians, but the 2025 C3 resets that and makes it retroactive na Canadian din dapat yung mga apo. So it's
Or
okay.
depende ba yan kung kailan pinanganak yung apo?
Depende rin eh. Oo, may ganong question. I think in this case, mag-consult na sila.
Oo,
Kasi
kasi December
very
15
complicated
eh.
yung...
Oo, no.
Mm,
Does this
yeah.
apply to my parents and their
Pero
children?
pero in
Guys,
theory, kung naturalized sila, yung grandparents, yung anak niyan, mga tao na yan, tanggalin muna natin sa family. Yung grandparents na yan, yung mga tao na yan, yung anak nila, kesa pinanganak pa sa Mauritius yan, Canadian yan, yung mga anak. Tas yung mga anak nung anak na yon, in meaning yung mga apo, dun na masasubject yung yung citizenship limitations ng 2009. So in this case, I would suggest book a consultation to be sure kung kailan pinanganak. No, that we need more information.
correct. Mahalagang data kasi yung kung kailan sila pinanganak. Ito mahaba to. Nako, nakita ko to. I was about to send this to you. Dapat. Okay, any Canadian citizen na nagkaroon ng anak nasa Pinas bago ang Bill C3 means na Filipino ang anak at kung siya ay nagkaroon na rin ng anak at anak pa, ano ba to? Okay, hanggang sa apo sa
Dami.
tuhod, 3 generation can be considered at dapat ma-meet yung requirements na may maayos na tutuluyan at magang income. There's no much of them. Ano ba to? Okay.
Baka
Pero
there's
kung
so
ang
much.
saklaw nito ay any Filipino na naging Canadian na nagkaanak o may naiwan na anak out of wedlock bago umalis ng Pilipinas prior to Bill C3, marami yan. Alin dito daw ang pasok? Ang hirap, ano? Nakaka-confuse. Luna, gets mo ba?
Hindi. Pero parang generally, na-gets ko yung niya, yung question niya is, wala bang limit? Ito,
Okay.
yung bagong law. Meron. Sabi dito, sa bagong law, is that retroactively, anyone born before December 15, 2025, kung natanggal sila, hindi sila nabigyan ng Canadian citizenship, bibigyan sila ng citizenship retroactively. So, ibig sabihin, from the time na pinanganak sila, if they were born anytime between 2009 to 2025, kasi yun yung 2009 conservative rule nga, di ba?
Alright.
Yung first generation rule. But beyond that, parang ilang taon ba yun? 2009, 2025. Parang hindi pa naman ata tayo aabot sa apo sa tuhod pagdating nun, di ba? Ilang taon lang yun. So, medyo hypothetical na absurd yung fact scenario. But in any event, like, yun nga, may limitations naman itong bagong rule na ito na sinasabi na yung first generation can be overcome if the parent of the person being born has substantial connections to Canada. Pero kung walang substantial connections, edi wala. Yun lang yun.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you. Ay, wait. Sorry. Binalik ko pala, no?
That's okay.
Dito. Okay. Canadian citizen na raw sila. Sabi ni Nonilon Kahandab. Canadian citizen na sila. Ang panganay daw nila, ito, nasa Pilipinas pa. Hindi nakasama
Overage.
dahil overage na. Okay. Meron bang chance ang anak namin maging citizen kung kahit adult na at may asawa na sa Pilipinas? Based on Bill C3,
yan yung common question, ano? I think the confusion na create ng C3 is, ibig sabihin, yung mga tao biglang citizen na ng Canada all of a sudden. No, that's not the case. Kailangan, kapag pinanganak sila, kayo mismo Canadian. Di ba?
Oo. Unless, mga anak pa lang kayo ngayon.
Exactly.
Yun na nga.
Pero ngayon, yung bagong rules ngayon mag-a-apply, di ba?
Yeah, alright. Okay. So that clears it up. Oh, 2 na lang, last 2. Frau
Sige.
hair. Dapat ba i-apply pa dito sa Canada mga anak mo age 17, 18 at 4 years old para ma-citizen or automatic citizen mga anak mo sa Pinas? Oh, again, same no? Same
For
ang
Philip
kanyang
pero parang for Pilipinas 'yan, hindi ko maintindihan. I-apply dito
Oo.
sa Canada mga anak mo age para ma-citizen or automatic citizen ano, medyo
No,
medyo magulo yung question niya. Pero tanggalin
I
natin
think
yung
he's
Philippines,
assuming kasi na pasok yung anak niya. Baka Canadian citizen na siya dito. Tapos may mga anak siya sa Pilipinas.
Ang tanong ko, citizen ba siya ng Canada nung pinanganak yung mga bata?
Yeah, oo. Well, mukhang hindi, no? Baka hindi. Kasi nga,
Parang
ano,
hindi, eh. Book
citizenship
kayong
eh.
consult kasi parang kailangan ang dami kong tanong.
Oo.
Dami ko
Basta
pang tanong.
guys, the only time they will be citizen is if pinanganak na sila ng ikaw ay citizen, number 1, or if starting ngayon, December 15, okay, manganak ka at nasa abroad sila, pwede. Pwede, okay? Sila ay
Oo,
magiging citizen. At yung apo mo din,
pwede
pwede
basta may
maging
substantial
citizen.
connection.
Basta after December 15 sila pinanganak. O last na, Gilbert, Katubig, paano po? Ngayon lang na citizen. Eh,
Tapos
malalaki na yung
malaki
mga
na.
anak at apo sa Pinas. Citizen po ba lahat na ngayon? It's the same thing.
No.
See? Yan yung mga
Same.
naisip. No. No.
Yeah, yun talaga yung pabalik-balik ano. I think nag-create talaga siya ng confusion, hindi siya na-communicate ng maayos ng gobyerno. Kasi yung fact scenario, na-assume, kung ang pasok ninyo sa Canada ay permanent resident, tapos nag-naturalize kayo, yung mga naiwan sa Pilipinas dahil overage, hindi sila kasama. Ganun lang ang kailangan natin isipin pagdating doon.
Got it. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, now it's clear, guys. If it's still not clear, o mag-iwan muli kayo ng tanong dyan sa comment section and maybe we can have another episode later this year, before the year ends. Oh, grabe, no? Holiday na kasi. Thank you so much, Lou.
Oo nga eh.
I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, hold on. Nasaan yung video? Okay, bye! Thank you, Lou!
Bye!